Yeah, Pat Jordon, 5-6 on the season for the Keydets so far. He's wrestled some really good matches, wrestled a couple of ranked guys.
Well, Jordon was able to get a fall in Las Vegas just a couple days ago before falling in the second round. And talking to head coach Jim Gibson before the game, we mentioned Pat Jordon, exactly what he brings to this team. And he talked about, we always know exactly what he's going to bring to the mat every single day. He is our culture guy. He's nose to the grindstone. Everything that encapsulates what VMI and what Jim Gibson wants VMI wrestling to be, Pat Jordon seemingly brings that in spades.
Pat Jordon, he's working these underhooks like the other Keydets have been all day, staying square, just trying to find openings. Move Asuncion.
So it'll be Jordon, the senior. See if that's right. The junior, Jordon. We think he's been here longer than he's actually been. Only a junior is Pat Jordon. We got a whole another year of him here in VMI, going up against Dakota Asuncion, graduate student from Dix Hills, New York. So a lot of veteran presence between both these men.
And like you said about Jordon, you know, he's what these VMI coaches, what they want in their program, and especially with the young team. They want their culture, their identity to, you know, they want these leaders to show that, and he's the guy that they want out on the mat, showing in the mat, in the room, in the classroom, you know.
Bar. Asuncion with the inside trip, and he gets it.
What a nice inside trip. Both these guys have been working double unders the entire first period, pressuring in. Asuncion finally got a feel for how Jordon was moving and just hit that nice trip real quick.
Beautiful inside trip from Asuncion, a veteran crafty move from the grad student from New York. Some extra ferocity on the mat return as well from Asuncion. 10 seconds left to go here in the first. The Pioneer leads by 3. Jordon back to his feet, has to look out here. Asuncion, time ends. But what an end it was for Dakota Asuncion. And you can't see it on the screen right now, but the red brick has been thrown in by head coach Jim Gibson. They want to take another look at that. Want to see if exactly when time expired. Or maybe they're arguing, was it enough time for back points?
Yeah, here in a match that this close, you know, any points that you can keep off the board for your opponents, you want. Pretty close to me. I think that he'll probably get at least 2 before time runs out, but you never know with these kind of things. Wrestling is just such a fast sport, so fast-paced. Everything happens in the blink of an eye. Sometimes you're not watching the clock. You don't know when it ends, when everything ends. So here it could be a toss-up, but I think that Asuncion will get at least 2 back points out of this.
We'll see exactly what is the case there in the end of it. It started with a beautiful inside trip from Asuncion. Then Jordon essentially looked like he was going to make his way out. Let's take another look at it here. Just fell perfectly into the head and arm. Beautiful baseball slide from Asuncion to try to get those shoulders down. And that's when time expired. Now, we don't have the clock on the screen to show you exactly, but we saw the referee's hand come in about a second after time expired on that last one.
So this brick, this might end up backfiring for the VMI coaches, right? On the board, they've given Asuncion 2, but they might look at it and say, hey, he was on his back for a little bit longer. We'll give him 3 or 4.
Well, the head official today is Jake Lawrence, the veteran man, the third man on the mat today. We'll get another look at it here from a little bit of a wider shot. Take another look at it here. Well, Jordon up, and Asuncion just fell right into it. You would think back points would come right there. Then we get the clock stoppage.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell because he goes straight to his back off the turn, kind of hips back over. It depends on if, the referee decides that he came back over 90 degrees, then the back points would stop, and then coming back, getting a few. If it's enough for a 2 count, that is, 2 or 3 count.
They're still taking a long look at it here, and the VMI Keydate fans want to know exactly what's going on as well. Like I said, you've given a couple points already with the Pioneer up by 5. They're taking a nice long look at it here. Let's see if we can get one more look at that, just from that wide cam again, just so we can kind of grasp what's going on so far here. We still have a couple more periods to go. That was only the first one. We've still got 2 more between Asuncion and Jordon.
Still very early on in this match.
Very early on. They're bringing in another set of eyes. Take a look at it now. There's head coach Jim Gibson. Almost instantaneously throwing in the brick on that last call. See head coach John Clark make his way over there. Another look at it here. Down there, both shoulders hit. Is this shoulder above 90 degrees?
It doesn't look like it to me. I think he's still over 90 degrees enough to get that 4 count.
Somebody to make a call to Gene Sterator with his little postcard to see exactly what the angle was on that last one, because it is close as close can get.
Yeah, and Jordon, he did the unforgivable sin of wrestling. He reached back over. That's the most dangerous thing you can do, and we see why there. You can put right to your back.
I thought the most dangerous thing you could do in wrestling was steal the heavyweight's lunch, but turns out it's something different. There's no look at it here. Can't see the angle of the shoulders, but great positioning by Asuncion. And no matter what you think, you have to think if there was an extra 10 seconds on the clock, we might have seen Asuncion put that one away on Jordon. You never want to count out Patrick Jordon, but that was close.
Yeah, even from a head and arm position, that's so, especially the way that Asuncion had it. He had the wrist up by the head, had the headlock. I mean, that's so hard to get out of, to circle out of. At the very least, you might get out of it, you might get away from the pin, but you're just chasing legs, trying to just get away. He's going to get all the back points. You're just trying to not give them 6 points on the board for their team.
And Jordon getting a little talking to from Gibson as well. Both men getting a nice long rest here between periods while we try to figure out exactly what the point system is going to be. For those that have never been in that position, head and arm, shoulders almost all the way down. It's not a fun place to be at all.
Oh, absolutely not. Especially when the guy's squeezing the life out of you, right? And he's trying his hard just to squeeze the life away from you.
So 2 points will belong to the Pioneer at the end of that one. So 5-0 is the score headed into period number 2, and Asuncion will be on top. Hank, agree? Disagree? Indifferent? What do you think?
I think that's the right call. Not quite enough evidence there to overturn what he'd given previously, which was that 2 points near fall. It was close to getting more because, like we talked about earlier, it looks like his shoulder, his back didn't quite go back over that 90-degree point. But I think, like I said earlier, not enough to overturn it. That's the right call.
Asuncion now, a little up and down for Jordon. 1-point escape for Pat Jordon.
Asuncion has done some great wrestling on top, especially when it comes to the mat returns. One of the quickest ways you can take just the will out of your opponent is some nice, hard mat returns, which has been Asuncion's goal. Jordon doing a good job keeping his head in it.
How about this? Little turnaround for Jordon. Good position for Pat Jordon. Asuncion in trouble. So takedown points will go to Jordon. 5-4 now the score. Asuncion leading.
And that was almost the exact same thing that happened at the end of the first period, but it went Jordon's way this time. Learned from his mistake, did a great job getting his hips in and finishing through on top.
And you have to think of the effects that nice long break had on both of these men. Jordon had a lot of time to think about what just happened, a lot of time to rest from what just happened as well. Jordon on top. 5-4 is the score. 26 seconds left to go. In period number 2, fight on the hand strongly is Asuncion. 1-point escape for Dakota Asuncion. 4-6 now the score. Jordon goes in. Switched legs, was going for that left leg on the fireman carry. Got the right leg now. Jordon up. Jordon can't finish the takedown at the end of period number 2. Excellent defensive work from Dakota Asuncion.
Yeah, great offense by Jordon. Something to look out for here is riding time. In a match this close, riding time could make the difference. If Asuncion can get away quick, get another takedown, he might be able to rack up enough time to get an extra point at the end. Jordon looking to reduce that riding time enough where it's not a factor.
Well, the 1-point escape belongs to Asuncion. It's now a 3-point affair here in Lexington. 38 seconds of riding time belongs to the Pioneer. Minute 20 left to go, under 90 seconds.
Jordon working those underhooks. Didn't like what he saw, backed out. Going back in for a similar tie. But if I'm Jordon, I've got to create some movement. I've got to be faking. I've got to be taking shots. You're down by 3, so a takedown only ties it. Jordon, he's been in overtime once earlier this season. It went to sudden victory 3, so into the tiebreakers. He won that match 8-5. So we know he's got the gas tank. But to get to that point, he's got to get a takedown here. He's got to start moving.
Arriving at 40 seconds now. Stall warning against Asuncion. Both men out. And Jordon may be realizing he needs to put the pressure on. 35 seconds left to go. Period number 3.
Asuncion's doing his best to stall this match, just keeping hands on, heavy hands.
25 seconds, Jordon in, he's got a leg. It's wrapped up. Wasn't able to finish the first one at the end of the second. Has Asuncion down, no points given yet. 15 seconds left to go. Jordon trying to turn the corner. That he does, and maybe more for Pat Jordon. Pat Jordon!
Holy cow. What a finish to this match. And that's just grit. That is pure grit by Patrick Jordon. We talked about earlier, he's got the gas tank, he's got the grit, he's the nose to the grindstone kind of guy, and he shows it there. Starts the match down big, off that throw, but shows what he's made of here with that pin.
With 4 seconds left to spare, Pat Jordon pulls that one out of the brink, wins by fall over top of Dakota Asuncion. So, 13-3 is the score now. Let's go to a break. We'll bring it back, but Pat Jordon sending us into break with a fall. Be right back.